Soft hair, but still breaking. Well, it's actually not your routine, but it's actually your balance. So let's stay tuned in today's video to find out more. Yeah, so when I'm talking about the balancing aspect, so what I mean is the balance between moisture and protein, because too much of a good thing is never a good, right? So if you have too much moisture, then that can actually damage your hair. If you have too much protein, that can damage your hair. So when we're referring to protein, that's the strength of your hair. So how strong is your hair? How strong is your hair in terms of withstanding a lot of damage that it might be prone to. And then when we're talking about moisture, it's like how soft does your hair feel? Now, when I am talking about too much moisture, um, if you wanted to check this, what you could do is just feel your hair, and actually, does it feel quite mushy? Does it feel like mushy, very slippery, slimy? That could be an indication that it's got too much moisture. And it feels quite limp, so it hasn't really got much body to it, hasn't got much life. The curls ain't curling. It just looks a little bit dead. I would say. Now, in terms of actually too much protein, your hair could feel quite stiff. Now, I do find though that there are certain products that actually I think to myself, actually, my hair feels quite dry, but actually, it might just be too much protein in that product. So, you want to look at products ingredients list at the back, and then if you look at near the top, has it got a lot of protein in it? Because that could be what's making your hair feel very stiff, and it snaps off very easily. So literally, you can touch your hair and boom, it snaps off at the ends. Or you have a strand of hair and it snaps off very easily. So that's another check that you could be doing as well. um and when I talk about other mistakes that we could be making, your hair feels very dry. So actually, you add, for example, more moisture, and it's actually making the problem worse. So yeah, balancing between the moisture and the protein is so key. Um, Check that you could be doing is getting a strand of hair. Or a few strands of hair, and actually, does it stretch a lot? Because if it does stretch a lot, then your hair's got too much moisture. Now, if it easily snaps, then it's got too much protein. So that's something that you could be doing. Now, when we talk about fixes now, it's all about reducing the excess. So again, if we're talking about moisture, maybe looking in the ingredients list, is there too much humectants in your products as well? So humectants draws moisture into your hair. So you've got the glycerin, you've got the honey, the aloe vera as well. Is there too much moisturizing humectants as opposed to proteins in that product as well? And then if we look at the protein side, when you look in the ingredients list, again, is there way too many proteins? You could be putting proteins in your deep conditioner, and then your leave-in has got protein, because I've found that I've done that. So I've had like a deep conditioner that's a protein, and then I've got a leave-in that's got proteins as well. And I'm like, why does my hair feel so like stiff? And it could be because my hair has just got way too much protein that actually doesn't need that much protein in my hair. So we definitely want to make sure that we're rebalancing the hair, making sure that there's a balance between moisture and protein. Now, you can get certain products that actually do help with this. I've mentioned this quite a few times as well. By Mono's Hair, the elasticity treatment. Can never pronounce that word very well. It's a deep conditioner, and it balances the moisture and the protein in your hair during the deep conditioning phase. So that really, really, really will help as well, if you wanted to try a good deep conditioner. Does your hair feel quite soft, or does it feel quite stiff? So if you really had to take your hair and really have a feel of it, does it feel overly soft, or does it feel very, very stiff and snaps off very easily? And again, when you've had that feeling in your hair, what have you tried to do to combat it? Do let me know in the comments below, and like and subscribe, and let me know if there's any particular content you'd like to see from me going forwards. And as always, have a lovely, blessed week ahead. And I'm signing out. Love from my curls. Remember, balance is the key. Take care. Bye bye.